situation.
Check 53 is mine. I got him. 53.
And this time, Rosen will throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. Check 42 is
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's checking. Hard.
To throw is Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Darnold now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
We ain't giving up nothing to cut. Switch. Check 52.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jared Davis, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn? Things around.
We'll see what they do.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Check. Hard. Quarter.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey. 80.
From just shy of midfield, Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Now Rosen looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That's what I do. Say. Check 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. On 2nd and 12, Darnold, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. This is Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rosen to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 3rd and long here for Rosen. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Alert. Time go. Begin.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You must be getting tired.
Rosen to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Rosen will throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rosen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Rosen. That's caught by Treadwell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Rosen hands off to Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 41, Rosen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now it's Rosen looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Santos with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football. This game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bang, 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 bang. Check safety, check safety. Go, lady.
Again, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference. Week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Check, 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 check.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But Elasmo, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rosen. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now, the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Spose. No.
Now it's Rosen. He completes it to Treadwell. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop the throw. He's going to wind up in air. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 15-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check. Hey, alert, alert. Check. On down. Hey. High 7. Hard. Hot. Switch.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
80. Mike 42. All day.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he can't find room to run. Bell's going to go down, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Up to 6.
A lot of points. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch the curl. 53.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They'll go again with Bell. About 3 yards there to the 27.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Let's go, baby. Switch.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.